Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to RamBox FST. If you haven't before, smash that subscribe button and click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. Today we are out cruising around in the Ram, fighting the wind. I am in South Texas, in extreme South Texas, in the Rio Grande Valley, and it's a windy day today. We are having winds up to 30 miles per hour with gusts of 40. So I thought it would be a great opportunity to hop in the Ram 1500 and see how it does. Because, you know, it's a high-profile vehicle, right? So I'm just curious as to how it's going to go through the wind. Is it going to blow me all over the place? Am I even going to be able to feel it? I mean, this is a behemoth of a truck. It's big and it's heavy. So maybe I won't even notice. We'll see. And then also what it sounds like in here with the wind. Right now, the wind is actually behind me. So it's kind of pushing us along. Who knows? I might even be getting like 13 miles per gallon or something. Hypermiling in the wind. Now, there is another thing I'm curious about. I remember years ago, I was in a severe thunderstorm. And I was in a truck. I think it was a full-size truck. It could have been a mid-size. But anyway, I was driving. The wind was coming from behind me. And I had to stop at a stoplight. Now, this was big-time wind. I mean, it was severe thunderstorm gusts. And I swear, it felt like the back of the truck was lifting up in the air with the gusts, you know? So I'm curious when we pull up to the stop sign, because it's really the same scenario, maybe even the same kind of wind, to see if I notice that at all in this truck. And I gotta say, it's a pretty harrowing experience if you're not used to it. So here we are, we're stopped, nobody's around, so I can sit for a second. I can hear the wind. I don't know if it's picking up for you guys, but I didn't feel any weird lifting up. And that's not really a problem. I mean, all that is the truck lifting up on its suspension, right? Because obviously the truck moves a little bit. Otherwise, it would be one heck of a firm ride. So it's not abnormal. But like I said, it can be a bit strange if you're not used to it. That first time that you're sitting in a truck and it starts doing that, kind of popping up a little bit in the back. Now, it's not like it's lifting off the ground or anything, but you certainly can feel it moving. So now we're going with the wind. Let's see, the wind is blowing across the truck this way. I'm going to be quiet for a second. Let's see what it sounds like. I can hear it a little bit, particularly around the window. I don't feel anything coming in, so it's not like I have some big, air leak or something. But I definitely can hear it a little bit. Again, I don't know if the mic on the phone here is sensitive enough to pick it up, but you might hear just driving some sounds as well. Now, we're going to make a right-hand turn, and since we've already made one right-hand turn and the wind was behind us, that means the wind is going to be coming straight at us. And I am curious to see a couple things. One, what's it sound like? And two, can I feel it kind of holding the truck back at all? So here we go. We're taking that right-hand turn. You could probably see the steering wheel turn, right? I think. Okay, we're going to get up to speed. It's a 55-mile-an-hour speed limit, so we should be able to get up to close to highway speeds out here anyway. And then I'll be quiet again for a second. We'll see what the sound is or what the noise is like. Here we go. About the same as before. I can hear a little bit of it up here, kind of towards the A-pillar area, where of course the wind is going to be hitting. Now the wind is changing directions, I've just noticed. A couple minutes ago it was coming at us, and now it seems to be blowing across us. So who knows? We're going to take another right-hand turn. My idea in choosing this route was to be able to hit every angle as the truck is going, as long as the wind doesn't change directions like it seems to have done there. Although now it seems to be coming a little bit more like this off of the driver's side corner of the truck as opposed to directly beside us. So driving the truck so far, I haven't really noticed anything. I don't feel it fighting the wind. I don't feel it being buffeted all over the place like I have felt in other trucks. I remember with one of the F-150s I had, I used to live in Ohio, and of course, every storm that would come would be at rush hour, about the time I was headed home from work. And I had to drive on the freeway, so I got to experience it frequently, like all the time. So that truck did seem to get pushed all over the road a little bit. Now, maybe it just had a little bit more of a loosey-goosey suspension. Maybe it just didn't sit as well. Maybe it was a little bit lighter than this truck. I think this truck is pretty well planted to the ground because it is so big and heavy. Who knows? But that was an even stranger sensation. And I also wanted to mention, I do have a Toyota Tacoma and a Jeep Gladiator, if you weren't familiar. Both of those I can feel the wind a little bit more in. Of course, they're mid-sized trucks and they are lighter. So I think there is some benefit to having a big, heavy truck when it comes to stability on the road during storms and big winds and stuff like that. Okay, we're taking another turn. So now the wind is keeps changing. It's kind of coming off of the passenger side at us right now. Passenger rear seems to be blowing kind of at an angle across. Maybe I just can't hit a road that gets it directly behind me or directly in front of me. I don't know. But we're going to be quiet again here as soon as I cross these railroad tracks and see if we hear any more noises or anything like that in the truck. I will say it does still seem to be blowing that same direction. Here we go. Not really noticing anything, except this is a rougher road, so I can hear and I can actually feel more from the tires. That kind of grainier or little slotted kind of area, if you will, in the road. I can feel more of that, and I'm sure you can hear it. I can hear it, but that's tire noise. That doesn't really have anything to do with the wind. We're going to make one more turn. This will give us, or put us right back to where we were in the beginning. We'll see which way the wind's blowing here once I make this turn. It's another right-hand turn, of course. Okay, the wind now seems to be coming at us directly from the passenger side. So it's going to be hitting that side of the truck. A change from when I first started. It might be at a slight angle, but it looks pretty direct coming from that side. So here we go. I'll be quiet again. We're going to be in the open, so if we can hear anything from the wind, it would be right about now. Yeah, I definitely can hear more there. So apparently when the wind is blowing across the truck from the passenger side, you get a little bit more sound. I don't know why. Maybe it's the wind going around the cab of the truck. Who knows? Hard to say. Anyway, pretty good. I'm happy with it. 40-mile-an-hour wind gusts, that's pretty strong. And it's not blowing me all over the road. I don't have to fight with the steering wheel. The truck feels planted and secure, so I'm very happy with it. Leave a comment. Let me know if you've driven in some high winds in your Ram truck or really any other full size. I'd be curious to know how it was for you. Was it rough or was it nice and smooth? Let me know. Also, if you didn't in the beginning, make sure you go ahead and smash that subscribe button and click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. I do have 2 additional channels. Rob Motive, all about my 2021 Toyota Tacoma and others. Also, Rob Motive JT, all about the Jeep Gladiator. Check them out, and if you're interested, why not subscribe? Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.